Hello, I'm Minch Alan. Ow! Today I am doing a red marine paint scheme. This paint scheme works well for Red Corsairs, Blood Angels, all your red marine, space marines, or any miniature needs. If you just want a nice, quick and easy red scheme, this is a good way to go about it. I'm going for this one specifically. I'm going for a more army painting friendly version, so you can do it quickly if you got preferably with an airbrush, but everything you see here you can do with a brush. Just might take a little bit more time. But if this is not what is to your exact standard you're looking for, I have other videos for an actual Red Corsairs army miniature I've done. That was a Reaver Captain? I think it's Reaver Captain. For the Red Corsairs with a more orange tone red. Then I did a more clean version of this sort of scheme that took a bit longer for a single miniature for another Blood Angel. I'll leave those, both those videos should be in the cards above. If not, I will probably remember them. But yeah, enough of that. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And if you do, please consider liking, subscribing, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. I'm done yapping. Let's get into it. Starting this off, we're going to get Army Painter Matte Black, or any black will do, and Game Color Scarlet Blood. Now, it goes on Vibrant, but it will darken down real quick when it dries, so you will have to come back and we will continue on there. This is a basic coat, quick, easy, simple. If you do this in masses, it works really well and gives you quick shades and will then allow you to go further on and do what you wish. For this, I'm making sure everything is coated because it is a different model. Then using Game Color Scarlet Blood, using the color we've already used in the airbrush and just spraying it from above. Try your best to avoid the shadows or like the hidden spaces, which I do try my best at. But even I make mistakes. But guess what? The best thing about this is it doesn't hugely matter if you're not too worried in an army space. As long as it looks relatively correct, good enough. Then using Citadel base Nagaroth Knight. Now, the reason I'm using Nagaroth on the base is because it's a complementary color. If you pull up a color wheel, you'll see purple is really close to, well, it should be very close to red, or right next to it. It makes this color, it helps make red brighter. It makes it look nicer, more eye-catching. But you still want your purple looking good, so we're going to add some Army Painter Warlock Purple and Nagaroth Knight mixed together and dry brush it over it to add some texture. It's simple, easy, nothing too crazy. Dry brushing is pretty easy. Best way I learn it is if you have a mat or something, or a tea towel, or just a towel. Paper towel is usually the best. Getting paint on it and then just brushing it all over the paper towel until there's hardly anything on the brush. Citadel base Lupercal Green. Now I'm using Lupercal Green because green is a opposing color to red. It helps pop, but it makes the model more interesting to look at. Helps draw the eye around. As again, green is a opposing color to red. It helps. Basically, they both fight for your eye's attention, so it helps draw your eye around, but also helps hide details that you may have had mistakes with. Citadel base Lead Belcher. Now, I've put a little bit of too much water in mine when I was stirring it, so it doesn't come out as nice. That's on me. But quickly, it's an easy coat, just a little bit of water, don't use too much, mixed in, and you'll get a nice clean coverage all over. I do a few coats because I put too much water. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. But go around hitting all the details. Nothing, don't have to be too perfect with it. Just enough to make it like noticeable and correct. Then using Citadel Contrast Striking Scorpion Green, water it down and use this as a highlighting color for your green, for the Lupercal Green, to then again help push your eye around the model. And it just looks nice because guess what? Red and green, opposing colors, they somewhat complement each other, but also don't. So it's like a fight. They both fight for your attention, but also look really good. So it's easy, it's a great combination. Then using Citadel base Dryad bark as just for the leathers. Now, I'm going to go a little bit more detailed with this, but if you know how to dry brush, just add a little bit white, just a little bit, not a lot, to your Dryad bark, or whatever brand you use, and you'll just dry brush that over the top, and you'll get great coverage, great detail coverage. The reason I'm doing the wings brown is because so many people do them white. Now, there's no issue with doing white. I'm just sick and tired of painting white. That's purely me. Citadel base Dryad bark army painter leather brown. I add a slightly brighter brown because I could. Again, I'm trying. This is me testing out different thing on the wings, but that's completely up to me. But then you take that lighter brown and just dry brush it to a degree, slightly more thinking towards it on where these, just trying to keep it towards the edges and then parchments and all that, just to help break up the color and just give it a little bit more interest into it. Nothing too crazy. Then using Army Painter Monster Brown, I dry brush this over the wings and the leathers to then give them that nice texture. To help segment every little detail and make it look nice. Again, paper towel works amazing in this to help you get the right consistency, but if you're really worried about it, try it on a matte or just try it on a tester model. If you've got an extra one, just try it out to see if it's the right consistency you wish it to be. Dry brushing is not crazy, but it is, once you get the hang of it, it's essential. Game Color Glorious Gold. You can use any gold. Again, this is not like none of my colors here I'm given are like compulsory need. Everything can be changed to swap out for another color you like. But for this, I'm using Glorious Gold because it's my favorite gold. For this, it's easy. It goes on. It's simple. Though, if you make a mistake, it is a little trickier to clean up, but that's perfectly fine. I use this on the gold details and every detail that I don't want to paint. Then using Army Painter Dark Tone, which is just a wash. Black wash will work perfectly fine, or null oil or anything like that. And just put it all over the model. Just douse the whole thing. Now, I use a brush in the beginning, but then I eventually go to an airbrush. And just douse the whole thing. Doesn't take much. And you can do this in a batch painting, so it makes it a lot quicker. Especially if you've got an airbrush. If you've got an airbrush, it will save you so much time. But again, everything here can be done with a brush or not. And that will do it. Hope you I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, I have other videos that are slightly more in depth to doing red armor. Again, I've got an orange based one that uses fluorescent oranges into the red to make it a bit more vibrant. Highly recommend checking it out. That's the Red Corsairs. And then I've got another more focused Blood Angels one that has a similar scheme to this. Alright. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.